Hey, Forever Beautiful. Thank you for coming back, checking me out, y'all. I appreciate that. Now, this is going to be another story time, y'all. And I'm not sure what the title is yet, but by the time y'all see it, obviously, I'll be figuring it out. So, let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are privy to every single video that I upload, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, this is going to be about... I don't know what I want to call it, but it's gonna be about one time me and my mommy were going back to our old neighborhood, right? And where I was going was around the corner from where she was gonna be, right? Now she was going to the bar to be with some of her buddies, whatever. I was going around the corner to my friend's house. We are a block away from each other, right? And so I'm telling her when she dropped me off, I said, make sure you come back and get me now. Don't leave me. And she was like, girl, ain't nobody gonna forget you. I'm right around the corner. Now, one would assume that was as simple can be. Didn't go like that. So, time passing, we doing what we doing, enjoying each other, blah, blah, blah. She's doing what she's doing, enjoying her friends, and all of this. Now, at a particular time of night, I know that she gonna be ready to go and lay it down, right? So I'm watching the clock. And I'm like, I'm definitely done. Tired. I'm ready to go. I said, let me call and find out what time she gonna be ready so I can be downstairs. I calls down there. They like, oh no, baby, she gone. She gone? I'm outside. I don't see her. You're only coming around the corner. So I say, I'm going to wait for a minute. Maybe she outside talking to somebody or whatever. 10 minutes done passed. She ain't got around the corner yet. I say, Now, I done called the house because something told me. Now, everything in me, the spirit, my gut, intuition, all of that told me, call home. I calls home. Don't you know this lady that made it home? How you at home without me? Wasn't appreciating that. And I said, Mommy, why would you leave me? And she was like, girl, you could have been came home. Ben came home, and that was not the agreement, okay? And she was like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. I said, you got to come and get me because this is what you said. You said that. This ain't had nothing to do with me. Not for real. You said that I better be ready and I better be outside. You didn't call to see either or. If I was ready or even if I was ready waiting on you. So I said, you got to come and get me. Ooh, she was pissed off. She did not appreciate that. She was like, girl, I'm on my way. Mad as hell. Here I go. As long as you come and get me, right? So now I went back upstairs to use the bathroom. It wasn't gonna take that long for her to get to me. Maybe 15 minutes, right? She got that sooner than that. You know why? Because she was mad as hell. Driving fast, speed balling, and I knew that because she did the same thing going back. And I'm looking like, I say, listen, I know you mad, but you're gonna have to calm down now. You speed balling at this point. And she was like, girl, don't tell me how to drive, and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about going in. Here I go. Let me make sure I got my seatbelt on tight enough, okay? And so she was talking a gang of stuff. I'm talking about blowing lights, blowing through stop signs, and all of this. I know you mad, but baby, you ain't gonna kill me because you trying to get home. Now, if it's a problem, I can get out. But she was driving so fast, ain't nowhere in the world I could have jumped out if I wanted to. I'm just saying, it never was gonna happen that way. And I'm like, oh wait, never again. I promise you. You ain't got to worry about me no further, right? Now, let me go into another story. It's got to do with something similar. So now I'm driving, right? And I picked her up from, I want to say work, wherever she was coming from. I picked her up. Now, She gets in, she made sure she put her seatbelt on. You never had to tell her that. It's always going to happen. Same thing with me. I don't care if I'm going around the corner, I'm putting on a seatbelt. Because you don't know. You got to drive for you and everybody on the road. So, I'm driving now. She's tired. So, she like nodding in and out, right? And I'm looking over at her. I keep peeping over at her. And she going. And she going. Believe me. Every stop sign I got to and every red light I got to, she was doing this. Like, girl, watch this. I'm at a red light. She doing this. Grabbing the dashboard like she is scared to death. Here I go. I said, I don't know what you're doing that for. She was like, girl, you got to slow down. First of all, I don't drive fast. I am paying attention and obeying every rule of the road. Okay? Here I go. I drive better than you, so I don't know what you're doing all that for. And now I'm just talking to myself at this point because she done started nodding again. That's your best bet. Just go on back to sleep, relax. We're going to get home in one piece. Now, I pulls off. She doing the same thing. Grabbing the dashboard. I'm just looking like, oh, I got to get this lady out of here. I got to get out of my car. You know, so from that point forward, it was every one of them. I kid you not. And I was like, I say, listen, if you was that scared to get in the car with me, why are you in here? You know, she was like, because I got to get home. We're going to get you home. Now, this is coming from somebody that was flying. I'm talking about for real speed balling. I will never stop saying it. I'm talking about you flying. You blowing everything you shouldn't be. Okay, you stopping at the drop of a dime, and you shouldn't be. You know, you got to pace yourself, give yourself time enough between the car in front of you, and make sure the car behind you ain't slamming into you because you stopping like that. You know, so this is coming from you doing that to me being absolutely cautious. I mean, come on now. But however and whatever. Okay. So it's clear to say, it's safe to say that we got home in one piece. Now, we get in the house, no conversation. She don't even want to talk. Yeah, she was tired because she went on in and fell straight out. And the same thing in the first situation. You flying to get back home because why? You know, but now you here, did the same thing, went straight on in and fell straight out. And I'm looking like, ooh, both situations, I didn't appreciate either one of them. Okay, not one. So, yeah, anywho, but I told y'all a story. I think I told y'all, you know, the stories when I used to take her cars and all of that stuff. She never was concerned when I was doing that. Even when she gave me the keys, even when she let me take her car, she never had those concerns. Because if it did, do you think I would have had it? No. It would have been a whole lot of whatever. Her saying no, she was serious in that situation. But I couldn't stop. I would keep going and going and going until she gave in. You know. But, you know, I'm going to knock on some wood. Where's some wood? I'm going to knock on some wood somewhere. But anywho, yeah. I have never, ever even got a speeding ticket. I have never had any kind of anything on my license, okay? I'm a safe driver. Always have been, always gonna be. Yeah, situations happen. Don't necessarily mean it's because of you. They may happen and you may be in the circumstance, but, you know who you are. You know if you're good. You know if you're not. I don't ever advise anybody to drink and drive. Just do not do that. Don't be under no kind of influence driving, because you don't know what could happen. It might not even be your fault, but because of those situations and because of whatever is in your system, it would be easy to say, oh no, well you did this, or it had to be because of you, because you had this in your system, because you were drinking, because you were smoking, because you were, whatever you were doing. You know, people like to twist stuff. They turn things all the time. Don't let that be you. Don't let it be you. Do whatever you do when you get home. Do whatever you do when you get to where you're going. Make sure you stay there long enough to give yourself time enough to get particular things out of your system. Or, you know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, and I'm not going to say, well, don't do this and don't do that. You shouldn't do this, and that's not my place to tell you that. I'm telling you to be responsible when you are driving. Even when you're in a car with somebody else, if you know that your friend or whoever it is that you are with has been doing whatever they were doing, maybe you should say, oh, you sure you okay to drive? Let me drive. You know, because you want to make sure everybody gets to where they are going, their destination, safe and sound always. Okay? Now, you do that, you're going to be in good shape. I'm just saying, I've been in cars with people, and they were, no. And then, you've been in situations where you have to take over. You just do. Because just think about it. They're not in the car by themselves. You going with them. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want anybody saying, well, you could have stopped this, and you could have done this, that, and the third, and you could have, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you get to a point where you're saying those 3 words, shoulda, woulda, coulda, guess what? It's already too late. Don't put yourself in a situation that you don't have to worry about it. I'm just saying. Okay, y'all? So that's going to conclude this story time. And I'm going to come right back with a double upload, y'all, as soon as I figure out what the next story time going to be. Okay? But I'm definitely going to do it. So y'all have a really good night. Be absolutely safe. If you are out, be sure to get to and from your destination safe and sound. Okay? I will see y'all for the next story time. Bye.